Uh-oh. Mizumi. Hold on 1 minute. What name would you like me to put?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean my business name or my name?
Yeah, like your name. Or you want me to put your business name?
I mean, it's called Advanced Taxes and Credit Services.
Let's get it. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ronnie.
I'm here. Y'all can go. I'm here. I'm just promoting the show now. Y'all good?
All right, you got okay.
Y'all promoting the show. Yeah, go ahead. I'm here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. I got a couple of my good friends with me today, and we got a special guest, a very, 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 very special guest.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Damn near family.
Yep.
Damn near family. You know what I'm saying?
Corner, up the street.
Up the street. Atta-patta.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. But
I feel old, man. Like literally up the street we was kids.
Hey.
Now we adults.
You said, oh, I'm the granddaddy of the gang now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, this Prince Hakeem.
This your man Ron.
It's your boy New Jordanaire. Let's go. Let's get it.
And I want to, and Ron, you got to introduce her because that's your people.
Yeah, like I said, she was from the up the street. We were like kids, up the block. And now she got her own business. She's a financial consultant. She's doing big things in the community, and like you already know, and this is the lovely Yanella Gilbert.
Thank you.
How you doing? Long time.
Good. I'm doing great. Doing good. Doing great.
Yes. And I had to call you a financial consultant. I know you probably don't like that, but I'm like, you're a financial advisor. You're doing big things financially.
I do a lot of things.
So let's talk about yourself. So let the crowd know who you are, your business, and stuff like that before we go forward.
Okay, so yes, my name is Yanella Gilbert. I'm born and raised in Miami. I'm Atta-patta. Ronnie and I was in the same street. But as far as my business, I started my new business just as last year, November. I decided to start my own tax business and credit repair. So right now it's called Advanced Taxes and Credit Repair LLC. And within 2 months, once I started advertising, marketing myself, I've already reached out to other people to do some partnerships. So now I am including business funding, trade lines, and so much more into my business, notary public, and so much more. So that's what I do full time is tax preparation. As you guys know, it's tax season. So clients are coming in, and I guess my business style as far as my clients, I just don't file taxes and they just go home. But I also teach them, I teach them how to read their W-2s. I have them bring their last 2020 returns because the very common phrase that's happening a lot is that they're being ripped off. So they're afraid to trust someone to do their taxes. So I just don't want to just file it. I want to show you to make sure that you're getting all the money that you deserve. And so that's me in a nutshell. But I do have a full-time job outside of my business. I do work for FIU. I've been working for FIU, I think now 8 years. So I am an academic advisor. Well, I am a bridge advisor. So I do academic advising. I advise every single program for FIU at Miami-Dade College and Palm Beach State College. So with that, I give my clients everything, if you want to go back to school, scholarships, financial aid, just everything. I do it all. And last, I am also a professor. I've been teaching at FIU and Palm Beach State College, teaching student life skills on leaderships, financial literacy, just finding your career path, how to get there. Yeah, I just do it all. So me working for the university and the college, and now I have my own tax business, credit repair business. I just wanted to do it all for each individual that comes to my office because I have a lot of knowledge and I want to share it.
You see how I told you these black women are winning. Winning out here.
Professor,
all this. I'm like, damn.
Hey, you want to know that I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. We all losing the fight to these sisters, man. They out here crushing it, man.
We're trying to crush it.
House down.
Yeah.
Brendan House did. But Ms. Gilbert, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
But so how did you end up in this business as far as like credit repair? What attracted you to doing this?
Well, when you have some bad credit history and then you're trying to like figure out, okay, how did I get here? That was in the past, I did make some, bad decisions. We're human, and it came from having great credit to your credit score is going down. And I was like, oh my goodness, how can I do this, while me working my full-time job? And it was all about research. I just did some research. I'm one of those people that if you can do it, I can do it too. So when I figure out that people can build their own credit, I did my research on doing the same. And then I ran into a credit repair software program where it taught you how to have your own business doing credit repair. And I said, oh, wait, I can actually have a business, I'm surrounded by people already, my students, my advisees, just people, family, friends. And I said, okay, I think I can do a little something on the side. So that's how it started. I just went for it. When I see a vision, I just go for it. And I did.
So throughout your journey, you probably helped a lot of people and educated them. Because right now our people's, you see how the things are going right now. And you know what I mean? And people who ain't got no good credit ain't gonna be able to buy no houses.
Right.
So have you seen anything that kind of like, maybe gave you a epiphany to be like, okay, this is the right course that I'm taking, or helping people in that nature?
Yes, of course, because people always trying to be better, but to be better, you have to be, productive, proactive. You can't just sit around and just be lazy. So with that, you need to get up and fix your credit. Go out, meet people, just figure out how to get to this goal you want to get into. So if you want to buy a house, you're not just going to buy a house with bad credit. You need credit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that, you have to learn to be organized and figure out like what can I do to fix myself, you know, from houses, a car, or even getting approved for a loan or whatever it is. You do need good credit. Period. They will look into that. They will look into your history. So you have to start now to show a good history that you can make on-time payments, right?
Yep.
So you got to show off. You got to show out now that you are capable to buy a house too, not buy a house and then foreclosure right after. That's not good. Okay, so yeah.
Does one of the questions I want to ask you, does having really good credit really actually
So
work?
what are
'Cause
your
I hear a
biggest
lot of
challenges
people-
that you face doing credit repair?
Oh, I think Ronnie was asking a question before you did, John.
No, I can't. I can't go. No, because mine was because everybody right now is on the subject of having credit and also having good credit.
Right.
But there's other people like, for example, shout out to Dave Ramsey. He always mentioned that credit don't really matter if you have if you have the actual cash. So I want to know for someone like you that does credit repair, does it really do matter to have good credit or not?
If you have the cash, it's like if you go into a car dealership and you see a car for $100,000, if you have the cash, that's it. Sign the paper and you're done because you paid in cash. There's no need to check anything because you pay cash, right? But that's very rare that you're going to find those people who have the whole $100,000 cash, So if you have the money, then you're fine. Same thing with buying a house. If you have the money to just pay it all off, they will not look into your credit history. Credit history is for you to be approved for a loan. That a loan can trust you to make those payments, to stay in the house or in the car that you purchased, So it matters, but it all depends on your money.
Right.
Legal money, not illegal. Legal money.
Okay, I have a question for you. This is go by the tax preparation.
Mhm.
Is there anything new that we need to know this year for this year of tax season for 2022?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. I mean, they most definitely increased the child tax credit. So you can expect an increase in your refund. However, if you accepted the additional child tax credit last year, I believe it started was it June or July, where they started giving you monthly payments, like the first half of your additional child tax credit. Of course, you cannot expect your refund to be high this year because you took the first half already. So if you took it, yeah.
No, because I was gonna ask you. This actually happened to one of my family members. I just want to ask a question. She has to pay back the tax credit. Was that also part of the ordeal as well?
Pay back?
If you did,
no. You're not paying nothing back. You shouldn't pay nothing back. So there is the additional child tax credit that I believe it was in July. You either accepted or you were receiving those monthly payments. Okay, and it stopped in December, and the remaining half of it, you will get the rest this year when you file for 2021. Okay, so the additional child tax credit, or if you have a child under 6 years old, is $300. Okay, and if you have a child over 6 years old to 18, I believe it's $250. So if you have one child, you were receiving $300 a month for 6 months, which is equals to $1,800. And then you get the other $1,800 when you file for 2021.
Okay.
per child, but you don't pay nothing back. No, I don't. If you pay something back, it's because whatever you was working last year, maybe no tax was withheld and you owe the IRS. You know, for some jobs, you know, they pay you in full and no tax was withheld. So you have to pay it back. So it all depends on the person. I don't know anything about her tax form she received for 2021 if she has to pay someone back or the IRS.
No, because of what the Biden administration did was, remember they was giving everybody like you said earlier, they was giving everybody tax loans doing every month, I think, right? They started like last year during the summertime.
That wasn't a loan. That's not a loan, that's a credit. You know, that's yours.
That was a credit.
Yeah, that's yours to keep.
Okay, so no, because what happened was when the person filed, they realized that when she went to the tax person, they told her like, hey, the reason yours is shorter because when they did the loan, they really was giving it out, so that's why it was smaller this year. So that's why I was like, okay, that's one of the questions. That's why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I mean,
so you kind of answered
it. Yeah, it's not a loan. Some people opt out of it. So when families were receiving it last year, they immediately logged on to the irs.gov, and you can opt out to not receive it last year, so you can receive a full lump sum this year. So those families are getting more refund because they opt out of it last year.
Wow. So a lot of people didn't even know that information. That's why I say a lot of people don't know that information.
No.
That's good that we have to hear.
Yeah, but everyone was more than likely did not opt out. They were just getting their checks, you know, their little credit.
Yeah, I think 300, 600.
It was like 300, you know, per child. But they did not opt out. So yeah, so those families, the refund will be slightly smaller because they took their first half already. They're getting their second half for this year, which is not that bad, but yeah. And also for those who did not receive their third stimulus check, so when Biden became president, and around March, April, everyone received a stimulus check of $1,400 per person. Remember that? Yeah. So if you do not remember, because the majority of my clients honestly do not remember, it's always, did I receive it? Because you received it and you spent the money so quickly, you forgot that you received it. Right. So we need to know if you received it. So if you're not sure if you received it, you can simply create an account through irs.gov. And then you can create an account through ID Me first. Okay, you create an account through ID Me. You log in and you're going to see tax records and you will see 2021. You will see if you received it or not. If you did not receive it, because some people did not receive it, you can claim it now to get it back. Not get it back, but to receive the stimulus check you didn't get last year.
So would it add more into the tax refund or
yeah, the $1,400? No.
Oh, it would add more.
If you did not receive the third stimulus check last year, okay, and we have to log into your irs.gov to make sure you did not receive it. If you did not, you will earn it this year, which is $1,400.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I got the mail and I was looking at it, I almost got like, did I receive it? So I went to
everyone.
Yeah.
The same reaction. It's the same.
Yeah.
Like, did I receive it? What did I do with it? You know, I had my clients like log on to their bank, like go to your bank, go all the way back to March, and then
that's what I did.
Right. You're like,
I checked my bank statements. Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, what did you do
that's
with
good
the
information.
money?
No, that's good information. Yeah, no, because when I was finding it, I forgot, and I was like, maybe go with my bank statement, and it was there. So yeah.
Yeah, 99% of the people have the same reaction. Did I receive it?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's just yeah.
No,
so
my
that's
Hakeem had a question. Hakeem, you said you had a question.
Yeah, Hakeem, you got a question?
Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Miss Gilbert. What I wanted to know, you being a businesswoman, giving credit repair, doing taxes. The question is, what are your biggest challenges that you face?
Right now, because I am in February, I think going on 3 months, so I would say just the marketing piece, just trying to expose yourself, because that's a challenge for you. You have to kind of build your rapport right now. So, you have to invest every penny you have in your account to go into marketing, exposing yourself, meeting new people, explaining who you are. Do they trust you? Those things. So I find that more of a challenge. But with that, it's a blessing too, because I guess when they see like a young Black woman and she has a whole business, and they trust you. Well, some can trust you. So it's just a matter of um, hoping that they can trust you, and because they're depending on me on their information, from both credit repair to better their credit to also tax preparation, so that they receive the maximum refund. So that I understand. I get it. So once they get to know me, I kind of explain more of who I am. They're like, oh, okay, all right, I can trust you, I guess they want to know more of my credentials. People want to just question you, just keep questioning you, like, why her, So I'm like, no, I have a degree. I work for the university. I do this, I do that. um, so yeah, but it's getting better. In this past few weeks, I can say that the marketing strategy is working. People are coming through, and yeah, it's going well.
No, that's wonderful. What was the reaction from your friends and family when you told them that you was stepping out on a leap of faith?
Oh man. First of all, they already know me as Yanella cannot stay still. Since I was a little girl, I was always this person. I'm always doing multiple things all at once. Growing up, people knew me as doing hair. I was a hairstylist. I kind of still do hair too in the corner. But I was that girl. I used to always do hair. I ran track. I was this, I was that. I was always doing something. So when I told my parents, like, hey, I'm starting a credit repair business, they're like, what? I'm Haitian, by the way. So their reaction was like, what? But they knew that once my mind is on something, I'm going to go for it. So they're like, okay, all right. And I said, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Tax preparation. They're like, what? Credit and tax? I'm like, yes, I can't just do one. I got to do two. Because when tax season dies down, which is around, April, May, I need something else to continue on with my services, which is credit repair. That's an everyday, all day service, right? So I knew I had to find something else other than tax. So it can be a year-round service.
She froze?
Yeah, I thought it was me. Yeah, I think she froze.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no.
Yanella.
Okay, there you
I
go.
froze.
Yeah, you froze.
Okay.
No.
You're back. Oh, it's okay. Go ahead. Go back.
What was the last thing I said?
Why you took on credit repairs?
What was the last thing? I said a lot. I don't know what I said.
You say your family?
I was just talking to myself.
Like what? You were like,
my family.
Free time, you're doing credit repairs.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So they were just very happy. They're just more like, okay, how can I manage, starting a business and working a full-time job? So for those who know me, I'm very deal with my calendar. I'm very, very well organized. Like, I'm a futuristic planner. I will plan from now to December. That's just how I plan. So for not just my business, but my business and my job, you know, because I do event planning for the university. So I already have things booked already for June, July, August, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that gives me room for my business.
Yeah.
Kind of tight. I was like, yo,
I am addicted to my schedule because I'm a professional. It has to be done well so that my business is not a distraction.
wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's scary at the same time, but that's good.
Yeah, I just like to work.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I like to work.
Okay, I had a question. Going back to tax preparation. Let's say you're married. Is there a difference if you file like married and you file separately or file jointly? Is there like any benefits you get or something like that?
Yeah, so it all depends on the AGI, which is adjusted gross income. So some married couples, they do decide to file married filing separate or married filing jointly, because sometimes when you file married filing jointly, you can either owe the IRS or have no refund at all because your spouse made more money than the other. So it all depends on the numbers, to be honest.
So which one would you recommend? Would you recommend?
To be honest, it depends on the number. It all depends on how much each spouse makes.
So let's say, for example, if my spouse is making 40 and I'm making 60, that's 100K.
60 is fine. Yeah, 4060 could be fine. That's 100K. So once we put in all of that and along with any additional credits, then we can see that together you can be fine. Normally, if it's over 100K, that's where it kind of gets funny. But anything below 100K, which is 99,000 below, normally that is okay. Because there is a tax chart. So it goes, when you make over 100K, we have a whole separate tax chart to determine the tax credit. And that changes everything.
What can you break down? What is the tax chart?
Oh my goodness, I gotta grab the IRS. It just to make it more simpler. So your filing status is always important to know if you're filing single, married, jointly, separate. You know, so if you make less than 99,000, either jointly or separately, there is the oh my goodness, the filing status credit. So normally for a single person, I believe the filing status credit is like 10,000. A couple is head of household is 18,800. Married is, I think it's 24,000. I don't have the numbers in my head, but basically, if you make less than 99,000 a year in a year, it will base off of that filing status credit to determine your refund. But if you make over 100, that don't even matter anymore. You know, that's why people who make over 100, more than likely they will have to owe the IRS sometimes because there is no deduction when it comes to that. You gotta work some magic to see if there is some kind of refund. But normally, the more money you make, the refund is less than like $1,000. You probably get like a $500 refund. You know, they're not gonna get a big chunk like everyone else. But if they have dependents, obviously, you know, of course, dependents always help. That's why people, when tax season starts, they're so quick to file for their taxes because they want to claim those dependents. So dependents could be a qualifying child or a qualifying relative. There's a difference between those two. So you can claim your niece, nephew, uncle, grandpa, whoever. They don't have to be a child. You can claim other people that you know that you took care of, that you supported, and they live with you. And sometimes they don't have to live with you. They could live elsewhere and you can still claim them, but you took care of this person. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, when we do taxes, it's a due diligence that we have to ask multiple questions. It's not in and out. let me see your W-2, and then you go home. You have to ask multiple questions, because the more we ask, the more we realize, hey, you are qualified for this, that, and third, you know? The less you tell us, you know, you're gonna get what you tell us. Mhm.
No, I think Joanne was gonna say something. You were saying something? No, Joanne or Hakeem.
Oh wait, you
mute,
Jordan, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
I forgot. I thought I had a mute on my mic. No, I didn't have any questions. I was asking if Hakeem had a question.
Yeah, I got a question. You know, I don't want to hog the mic. That's
No,
why I
hog
sit
the
back.
mic. Hog the mic.
So my next question is, it's very inspirational to see a young woman like you out here just handling your business. Lord Jesus. You know what I mean? So, for real, like, it, teaching a business from create.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to go to Creole.
I had to go there. I had to go there. It made me want to cry.
Really?
So, yeah, it does. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just knowing.
She was a geek. You see the geeks? The geeks,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because check this out. Knowing who you, I don't know you, but knowing who your people are, knowing how hard of a worker they were. Mm-hmm. And so I know you come from a good branch. So I know that work ethic is instilled in you. So my thing is, so I just want you to answer me, like, who are the 3 people in your life that most influence you?
Oh my goodness. I mean, my parents, my mom and my dad. So I don't know if that's considered 1 or 2.
No, we'll
make it into 1.
We'll pack them as 1.
Yeah.
That's 1? Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, most definitely my parents. 3. My parents, actually my aunt, which is Luke mom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I have my aunt, she's amazing. And I have a lot of people, but actually I have a special client of mine, because growing up, like I said, I used to do hair, like my side hustle. And I had a client of mine, her name is Nicole White. So I watch her grow, because I was young, 18, 19, always doing her hair, but I watch her grow from working as a journalist. She quit her job to now become an interior designer. But
wow.
Her interior designer, and matter of fact, I may have her come here and talk to you guys.
Yeah.
But now,
no, please.
No, she's local. She's here, but she is now on TV, on a magazine. She's now doing celebrity interior design homes, and we still connected. I still see her, but I watch her grow, and she helped me grow too, because she watched me, go from, I went to Miami College, got my AA, my bachelor's to my master's, to doing FIU, to teaching, so it's like we watch each other grow. And she's older than I am, like much older, but it's because of her. When I see her grow, I'm like, oh, I gotta get here, because I'm watching her just making her moves. I don't know, but I always tell her, I say, Nicole, man, I can't wait to be where you at right now, because she did it fast. So she most definitely is my top 3. But as far as my parents, they've been married, I think. Can you guys hear me? Am I froze?
No, we hear.
We can hear you.
Okay, yeah, my parents, they've been married, I think 38 years now.
Praise the Lord. Benny Swale.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
there we go.
No, but they're not the, they're not the typical, I guess, Haitians that just get up, go to work, and come home. But their spirit is so very young. Like my dad still date my mom. They love each other. Like they're best friends. And my dad have his own business. He's an artist.
In my head, yep.
Yeah, I've been very blessed and grateful to have my parents. They're very supportive on everything that I do.
But we need to highlight that again, though, to be honest with you. 38 years.
I think it's 38. It should be
38.
38.
But look what they
Let
produce.
me do the,
Look,
I had to do the math. Hold on.
look what they produce. Jordan,
Yeah, go ahead.
what do we talk about in the last couple episodes? This is what, and listen, go ahead. This is what 38 years look like right in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, this year will be 39. Is it?
39 coming up.
I don't want to lie. It's 38, 39, one of them. But it's up there. No, but they're a very healthy couple. I have to say that. Very, very healthy couple. I've never seen my parents argue a day in their life. So their energy is so positive. They're such happy people, happy, easygoing, understanding. But when I see my other friends and like, I guess their Haitian homes, I'm like, oh no, I didn't get this. You know, I didn't get this. But later on, I realized that I was very grateful, you know. And I have my aunt, which is Luke mom.
Strong woman.
Yeah. We graduated together.
Huh?
We graduated together.
Oh, beautiful. Because I know that, listen, this is something that I know that a lot of people know. Your mom, your auntie held them down while the daddy was in New York half the time.
Yes.
So you know I know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah, we're very close. My aunts are so close that when I was graduating with my bachelor's degree, she went back to school because I was the one helping her, motivating her because she wanted a degree so bad. And I told her, let's do it together at FIU. She was doing her thing, her studying, I did my studying, and then we graduated the same day, sat next to each other. And at the time, I think she was in her early 60s, you know, graduating at FIU with me.
Never too late.
So we were each other's supporter, you know. She was supporting me, I was supporting her at the same time, but we're so close. So close. And she's doing great. You know.
Benny swallowed now.
Oh yes, amen.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
The women today are outworking the men.
No, listen, you say, let's be Pacific now, because she's not an ordinary woman. That's 38 years we're talking about. That's what we're going to read. 38. This somebody came from a 2-parent household. I'm not trying to diss every other woman. I'm just saying the facts is in the pudding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is why it's important, you know what I mean, to highlight these type of things. And so it inadvertently, your success is due to your upbringing. I'm just
most definitely. And people think that I was raised like in a silver spoon, like wealthy, but no. Adapata, 34th Street. We were in the low income bracket.
Yeah, and your auntie live in the 40s. And you know how that go down.
Yes. Right on 46.
That's a whole nother ball game there.
Yeah. So I was in a low income bracket and first generation student. You know, so I had to teach myself how to go where I'm at right now because my parents don't have no degrees.
So that's good you say that. Segue to my next question. What advice? Knowing you come from the area we come from, all of us, even Jordan, we all come from these same areas. Right. You being a woman, so it's a lot. I'm going to say it's a lot more harder for you compared to me being a man because I can go out there and lift some sheetrock. What advice would you give another woman trying to head your way? Not specifically trying to do the same thing you do, even though if you want to give advice like that, but what advice would you give them for a woman who's listening to us, who might need that motivation to want to go start her own business, maybe go back to school, or just in general? What kind of advice would you give them?
I mean, first of all, I'm a very positive, humble kind of person. So I feel like in general, you have to be someone that's always very positive because people carry so much negative energy on themselves. Like, I wish I can do this, or I want to become this. You have to start telling yourself that I will do this. I'm going to get here. You know, if you see a vision, if you see someone doing something, I already tell yourself that you're going to get there. You know, so that's why I went with my class that I teach, the SLS course, I have them do a vision board. And for me personally, it works because when you write down the things that you want to do, find pictures and you cut them up and you put in the board or whatever it is, it works so well because every day you wake up, that's the first thing you see. And you're gonna get there. And it has times go by, weeks go by, all you're doing is checking off. Like I did this, check off the list, you know? So you just have to be realistic to do like a short-term goal, which it can be January to December, and also have a long-term goal where you can do, okay, a 2-year goal to a 4-year, 5-year. But you gotta be consistent with it. Like always, you gotta be hungry for success. You can't just say, oh, I just wanna become a doctor. And then that's it, I'll figure it out. But no, do your research. You have to do your research. If you're an introvert, that's okay. But you gotta get involved, get engaged, do some internships, you know, always ask questions, you know, questions are important. You know, it could be from your next door neighbor to your family members, advisor like myself, and maybe finding a mentor, like somebody who's already there and you stay with them. So for me, I don't know how many of my students come to me all the time just because I told them I don't mind being your mentor, you know, like we can always stay connected. Because as a mentor, you ask me any questions. So if you find that person, give a quick hello, tell them who you are, and so you can stay connected. But you have to stay positive. I'm so big on positive energy that if you come around me and I feel the negative because it's so strong, I just slowly walk away. Because I'm very, very humble. I'm a very humble person because I come from a humble family. So I stay away from negativity, you know? And if there's a will, there's a way. So for me, I'm like, if I could see a man, I don't know, build a house in my mind, I could do it too. If a car breaks down, even though I don't know about cars, but if I have to, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
YouTube, a book, I don't know, but I will figure it out.
No,
right?
definitely.
If you can do it, I can do it too. That's how I think. So it's possible. If you could read a whole sentence, you could do whatever you want.
So basically, no limitations. You don't see you have no limitations. See.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just go for it. And already tell yourself what you want to do and how you're going to get there. Like tell yourself that. No, don't give the I might, maybe, I'm not sure, I don't know. That's all negative. You already told yourself no.
Definitely. Do y'all boys got a question?
No. She said some powerful stuff. So
she
did
like,
I hope I took notes. Like she's.
Then I got another one. Since that one had, then I got another one.
Go ahead.
Then I got to. So check this out, Miss Gilbert.
Yeah.
Tell me what is a common myth about you doing taxes that you want to debunk for a lot of people? You know what I mean? Some things that people might get wrong about taxes or credit repair that you want to let people know, because we about to take people to church and to school today. You know what I mean? So
okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you say myth, like common phrases that people would say about doing taxes?
About doing taxes, about doing credit repair. What's some common things you heard that people come to you that you had to correct them about?
Well, the most common one is that Haitians are a ripoff. The moment they find out you're a Haitian, they think that they're gonna just take all your money. You know, that's just very, very common, period. So I have to tell them that immediately, you know. Now, people do rip people off, you know, but it's just not the Haitians, you know. It's a matter of, if you find a tax preparer, make sure before they transmit it, because they have to ask you questions. So once they get to that part of the refund, that's the part they will go real quick and then try to transmit it for you. Make sure you start them right before that so that you can review, okay? You review, see if you're okay with the fees and all of that, you know? But that is a very common myth about that. And then as far as the credit repair, they feel like, you know, you're making monthly payments and then you don't see progress. So with that, I tell them that with my credit repair, you get a secure portal. You're going to actually have a login where you can see my progress, because a lot of businesses, you just pay them and then you just wait with a phone call to see if it went up. Not mine. You want to actually see the progress. The same thing with the taxes service I have. There's an app that I have. It's called Taxes to Go. You would download the app, you upload your documents, and I review them, because I do virtual and I do face-to-face. So for those who want to do virtual, there's an app, you know. And
Man,
then
you on
once
some
I'm
high tech
done,
stuff.
oh yeah.
No,
And once I'm done with my tax, I send it back to you. You review it through the app, and then you sign electronically, and it goes right back to me. So everything that I do is right in front of your face. Like, you would never guess. It's right there, and I will show you.
I want to ask you, do you know anything about this year? That I heard that the IRS, for people to see their refund, they have to do like a scanning their face type of thing. I don't know if you heard about
I think
that.
that's the ID Me. Like, to create an IRS.gov account, you have to create an ID Me account, and that's the step one, is to create ID Me. And that one, yes, you gotta scan your face, upload ID, all of that, because they want to make sure that it's you. And then you use the same credentials through ID Me to your IRS.gov account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question, and this is personally for me. So this is talking about small businesses, and I'm in the process of trying to get a vending machine and eventually have more. And for that, which is a small business, how much does a small business have to make to file taxes?
No money.
None?
No. So basically, if you started a business and you had zero profit, you can claim it as a loss, and you can get some credit from that.
Okay.
Yeah. Fact.
Easy.
It's good to have an LLC. Somebody was telling me that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's always good to start a business with an LLC, you know. Like for myself, I mean, I don't mind sharing. I started my business last year, like just officially, LLC was November, which is 2021. So technically, I can file for November and December, but obviously nothing happened. I started really making money this year, January. So I claim it as a loss because I put in so much money into the business that I didn't get nothing back. So yeah, there you go. Some credit.
You kind of breaking down.
It's simple to me.
It's simple.
Kind of break down on the myth about the Trump taxes, because a lot of people was like curious. You know, Trump, President Trump, my ex-president, they were saying how he would pay like zero in taxes. So people were figuring out, how did he do that? Like, a lot of people were like, how do you do that? And he's a multi-millionaire. It's because a lot of stuff he claimed.
I don't know nothing about Trump. I still wait. But apparently he owes, eventually you gotta pay it back. You know, if you owe the IRS, you have to pay it back. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. But there's some pretty cool deductions that, you know, it works for certain people, not everybody, you know. So if you're someone that you had a really low refund, there's ways to see if you're able to get an additional increase into your refund. And one of them is called the IRA Roth contribution. So if you want to contribute towards your retirement, when you turn 65 and above, if you contribute, the max you can contribute is $6,000. Okay, so it comes off of your AGI, adjusted gross income, but it gives you credit. It can give you up to additional $1,000, $1,200 additional to your refund.
Yeah, that's what I do, because I'm working at old taxes because of how much money I make. So I have to do like the Roth.
The Roth, yeah. So that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just know that when you do retire, like when you become 65, you do have to pay the taxes of what you contributed all these years. Keep that in mind.
Or I'll be like Trump.
Yeah.
It'll be like
Miss
Chuck.
Gilbert.
Eventually, you got to pay your taxes.
Bet you do.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a very serious question, you Miss Gilbert.
Yeah.
Very serious question. Now,
Mhm.
I want you to imagine this. If you was in my shoes, you was the podcast host. What question would you have asked yourself that I didn't ask you?
Yes. Yeah, I'm thinking. I guess like what led me, like what I think you asked that question though. Like what ultimately led me to doing what I'm doing? Like what was the biggest like wake up call to do what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
For everyone, something has to hit you
Yeah.
bad, like a hit. So for me, yes, I did get a hit. I mean, I wouldn't say a big hit, but other than everything I just mentioned to you guys, but I'm also a mom, by the way.
Okay.
I do have a son. He's 2. He's a baby.
Okay.
And
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm doing everything for him. You know. So of course, things did not get to where I wanted to with, you know, the child's father, but
yeah,
you know, because I was raised the way I was raised with my parents, I kind of want to give them that, plus more. So I said, okay, I have to go harder, you know, and have something other than a savings account. You want to have a savings account and another savings account.
Preach.
You got to have a backup plan. Like, yeah, you just got to have it because
that's real talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think last year woke me up when I realized, I said, oh my goodness, yeah, I have some money, but God forbid something happens. It's not enough to just get on the plane and move to Canada. You know, like I want to be so well financially stable that if anything were to happen, I'm good. So last year I didn't feel that way. I felt like, oh no, I need more. I gotta do more.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that, you know, that's very, very good because I think a lot, you know, people don't know. It's like I said in the last part about inflation, it's like a lot of people are living in the now and not saving that money for their future.
No.
And it's gonna kind of hurt them in the long term, which
you
got 40s and 50s.
Savings though, because some people save and don't know how to save. Because you can save money and have money in your bank account, but inflation gonna kill it anyway. You gotta know how to save and invest that money at the same time until you need to put it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So
but she said something real pivotal though. You know what I mean? That she has a why. And I think that's a lot of people need to find that why.
True.
You know what I mean? Her beautiful baby boy was the reason for her to wake up and say, okay, I need to make some. And a lot of us are walking around here with no whys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's imperative where I tell people, this is why it's so big that people have to, if people don't do nothing else and you listen here and no, you still need to get your taxes done by her. I'm forcing you to do that. Yeah, y'all go get your taxes done by her, stamped by me. But
you do taxes online as well?
Huh?
You do taxes? Do you do taxes through email?
Yeah, virtual. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because I live in Los Angeles, so I can get some people out here. So
I have people from New York, Texas. I mean, not a lot, but people are coming from different states. They're just finding.
But now you have more people because a lot of people want to tune in, so you're gonna have more people.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, come through. Come through.
But, all right. But go ahead, Akeem.
But one thing I do want to stress is, and this is just why she's on here and she's an example of that, you got to go after your dreams. If you don't do nothing else, don't matter how small, how big it is, you know what I mean? You have to have that why. And this is something that a lot of people need to find out, that why you're doing it. If it's for your family, if it's for yourself, if you want to live a better life. Me, I want to pop bottles and shoot guns. That's all I ever dreamed about doing. You know what I'm saying? I want to live like a rich nigga. That's why I wake up every day and grind hard. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? For people who know this, you know what I mean? I just want to say, Ms. Gilbert, you are a blessing and an inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Just to hear your story and to hear you convey that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm asking even to the point to say that, to be honest with you, what you just said, which was very personal, a lot of people can't move past the point that you've been through, meaning that, you had a child and but you still grinding and want to make stuff work. That really takes conviction.
Yeah, it'll wake you up. Like, whoa, you have a whole human, like a whole human in front of you, like, oh my goodness. And they're going to look after you. They watch your every step, your every move. So, I mean, yes, I'm already doing great. Yes, I have a career, but for me, it's not enough. I feel like, yes, I did this, but I'm like, something is missing. And then I say, no, what? I went full in. I got an LLC, EIN, business name. Like, I went hard, like, for a month and a half, to do what I'm doing right now. Because I already have knowledge in it. It's just a matter of doing a business, like putting all that knowledge.
Going out there.
Yeah, everything that I already know. I'm like, okay, why can't I just put it in a business, It was never a business. I was just giving free information and it's helping people. Now it's a legit business. Yeah. And I have my own office space. I'm renting a cubicle area.
Oh, so you got your own spot.
I have a spot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's office right now. I'm assuming, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm here now. So yeah, I'm right in Miami on Biscayne, on 730 Biscayne.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is legit, man.
My clients come to me. Well, to me, virtually, you have options.
You heard what she say. So you fools need to come holler at her. She'll get you straight.
I'm right on Biscayne on 730.
Now that's what's
so
up.
Yeah, I wasn't answering anything.
All right. I hear you froze, Ronnie.
Oh, man.
Everybody playing the blue man today.
I hope I don't have it to me next.
Too long.
Everybody playing the blue man today.
And sure, my Wi-Fi is right. I don't want to have it to me. Okay. Go ahead, Akeem. You had a question?
No, Ronnie had a question.
Oh, okay.
No, I want to say, we want to don't keep it here too long, because you got things to do.
Yeah, not definitely.
Like, it's great to have him on the show. Which is great, and it's beautiful to have him on the show as well. So, and I really want to thank you, and I appreciate you too for taking our requests and to answer some questions. We will help the people.
Yeah, of course. You guys helping me out too.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
I
was gonna.
Go ahead, my brother. My bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like just hearing your ambition and how you look at life, it's just so refreshing. It's just so amazing. That's just I want to say. It's just like
praise the Lord.
She's doing her thing.
I'm asking. That's really what the archetype of a woman that we be talking about. Somebody who's out here trying to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She don't got. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
No, but woman like that she ain't gonna want no lazy man, bro. You better be on the same level and the same way.
No, I already know.
Yeah.
Your bag gotta be right though.
Yeah.
Gotta be right.
Yeah.
Trust me, you can't be like,
and also your drive. You gotta If you don't match her drive or it's not above it,
you better not be doing
Yep. It's gotta be my level, man.
Basically. So listen.
I think that's it.
Jean Baptiste said Walmart can't get that. You feel what I'm saying? He can't get that, boy. That's a fact.
Unless you move to corporate, that's the only way.
Corporate might not be
in corporate.
Huh?
You could be ambitious. You don't have to be in corporate.
No,
that's true. That's true.
I'm asking. Listen, what Miss Gilbert is doing. Linux at Jeffrey Luke can't holler, bro. We clear that out today. We just clear that out, brothers. When you see a woman like this, you gotta get your stuff together. You gotta get your. What happened?
I disagree with that, bro.
No, you. How you gonna disagree? It's a fact.
It's how she feels.
No, you could disagree. That's my brother. He could disagree. Get your stuff together.
I feel like a regular person, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
Thank you. That was I tell you.
There you
I feel like I'm basic. I feel very basic. Just I wake up every day.
You don't look
go to
basic
work.
though. You don't look basic.
No,
You don't look basic. Like say, don't say that now.
I shower.
No, because
you basic.
huh? She don't look basic. You look well put together. So I'm telling brothers, you got to get your stuff together and get your bag up. Not the scammer money, like the real 9-to-5 bag. The 9-to-5 bag. The you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? But Ms. Gilbert, I want you to finish this podcast out with your favorite quote. No, before I do that, I don't want to step on my brother's toes. If y'all got a last question for her, because I want her to finish out with the quote.
Oh, cool.
No,
I'm good. I have no more questions. Do you have questions, Ronnie?
No question.
Okay. Ms. Gilbert, I want you to finish out this podcast with your favorite quote.
Oh man, I have few quotes, man. Oh my goodness, which one is it? And what's funny is that I normally have my little notes, my little sticky notes.
Yeah.
Of quotes. Okay, but I have one on my phone that I just sometimes just read it here and there. Okay, I'm going through my notepad. See if I can find it.
I know it's gonna be something inspirational. I can just feel it.
No, it's very short. Just gotta remember.
The suspense is building up.
Sorry, guys. You caught me off guard with this one. I'm like, wait. Because I do say quotes. It helps.
It's all good. Take your time.
Okay. Oh, do you guys take questions from outside people, or you want able to see those questions? Questions.
No, we do. If we do take questions if we see some in the chat.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me check. Yeah, I don't see no questions. If anybody had questions.
Okay.
But you might see some later on because they might, once they see the rebroadcast, they'll drop it in there.
Yeah, add a comment or something like that.
Okay, so I have a few. I'm trying to see which one is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This was okay.
Say the one that touches your soul.
Yeah, this one I like. And it may sound a little cheesy, but for me, I get it. It's about failure. So failure is not our only punishment for laziness. There is also the success of others. So this is mainly for when I think if I want to fail or just kind of give up, I kind of look into that. And then the other one is only pull off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. Should I say it again?
Yeah. Say that one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone.
Damn.
So you gotta like process that for a little bit.
I do. Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah. I mean, life is short. You want to live life to the fullest. You don't know when your last day on earth is gonna be.
Tell me about it.
Absolutely.
Last year, we done lost a lot. I lost 5 family members within last year and this year.
Yeah.
in the beginning of this year.
So you want to leave your mark of what you've done.
Yeah,
You know.
you're right.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Miss Gilbert, it was a blessing having you. And fellas, man, Ronnie, what do you usually say at this time?
Well, you already know, man. We'll be back at it once again, man. I want to thank you, Yanella Gilbert, from the bottom of my heart for coming on the show. You taught me a lot today, a lot that I got to think about. I'm like, man, wow, this is powerful, man.
Yeah,
They won't. They won't.
Yeah, this is how we get down. This is how we do it always, man. KI Culture Radio, guys.
we out.
Yeah.